Hello everyone, welcome back to the stream. I am your streamer CryptoPhiler and this is your daily dose of crypto clarity. So today we will discuss about the trust token and its listing on gate.io. So Gate to list Intuition Trust Spot Trading and launch CandyDrop number 107X Trust. Trade and invite friends to share 13 million trust. So first of all, thank you everyone for your joinings. Thanks a lot. Kindly share, like and follow my live streaming as well. If you have any question or query, you can also ask me freely in the comment section. Drop your kind-hearted words in the comment section also. Now we will move further and discuss about it. So the Gate will launch Intuition Trust Spot Trading on November 5, 2025 at 10 UTC and will start the CandyDrop Airdrop event. CandyDrop is the Candy Airdrop platform launched by Gate, where users can win candy by completing tasks and participating in the distribution of token airdrops. This round will distribute a total of 13 million trust. So the Intuition Trust Spot Trading, the start time is November 5, 2025, 10 UTC and the trust deposit address is here. HTTP is www.gate.com, my account, deposit or trust. Trust trade addresses are here. HTTP is www.gate.com, trade trust USDT. The token ID is here. HTTP is basis can org address, or that is the address of what is the trust. Here is the CandyDrop event November 5, 2025. 10 to 10 November 18, 10 to 10 November 18, 2025, 10 UTC. Here is the join now button. You can join from this button. Here is the participation method. We will discuss about it. So the participation method is click the join button. Here is the join button. Click the join button on the event interface and after successfully joining, proceed with the corresponding tasks. CandyDrop will start counting your valid activity data. Receive corresponding candy based on task completion and share the airdrop proportionally. Candies will be distributed 1 to 3 hours after the user completes the task. Please log in to check the candies obtained from CandyDrop 3 hours after completing the task. First, futures trading pool rules. During the event period, users have not engaged in any futures trading since joining Gate and trading at least 100 USDT of trust will receive a fixed reward of 100 trust on a first come first served basis. Total pool is 1 million trust reward distribution after the event ends. Futures trading pool rules. Users with a cumulative trust futures trading volume open plus close less than or equal to 10,000 USDT can share a prize pool of 400,000 trust based on their trust futures trading volume with a cap of 1,000 trust. The more you trade, the more rewards you earn. Here are the daily check-in rules for that. The daily check-in rule, we will discuss about it. During the event, users who achieve a daily futures trading volume open plus close of trust less than or equals to 22,000 USDT will be considered to have successfully checked in and will receive 1 candy reward. The total reward pool is 400,000 trust. Each user can earn up to 1,000 trust. Here is the invite friends prize pool rules. During the event, for every successful invitation of one valid friend who registers and completes less than or equals to 200 USDT trust spot trading, you can receive 1 candy with a maximum of 10 candies. All candy holders will share a prize pool of 400,000 trust with a maximum reward of 1000 trust per person. Note: to qualify as a valid referral, users must register through the exclusive event link and complete less than or equals to 200 USDT in spot trading. Spot trading of trust. Referrals who have participated in other invitation campaigns will not be eligible for candy rewards at this event. Here is the project introduction. Built by a team of crypto industry veterans and decentralized identity pioneers, many of whom began working together at Consensus nearly a decade ago. Intuition extends the promise of blockchain beyond money. While blockchains have successfully decentralized financial rails, Intuition decentralizes information and its distribution, making facts, claims, and reputational signals and their discovery as verifiable, permissionless, and frictionless as a token transfer. The token symbol is TRUST Trust. Here is the official website Intuition Systems, and the X or the Twitter account is here, x.com oxintuition. So the note is here. The note: participants must click the button on the event page. After successfully joining the event, they must complete the event task and identify verification to receive rewards. Rewards will be distributed to users' accounts within 14 working days after the end of the event. It is strictly prohibited to register multiple small accounts, engage in malicious wash trading, self-buying and self-selling, or any other cheating behavior. Multiple accounts of the same verified users will be considered the same account. Sub-accounts are not allowed to participate in activities. Market makers, enterprises, and institutions are not allowed to participate in this event. Agent accounts cannot participate in friend invitation type activities, while other activities are unrestricted. In case of any discrepancies between the translated version and the English version shall prevail. Gate has the final interpretation rights for this event. The seventh one is: users in restricted areas cannot access all or part of the services, including participating in this event, game, or competition. For more information about restricted areas, please read user agreement. Here is the user agreement. We will read about it. So the user agreement is here. You can also see it clearly. So the user agreement in general is: before using or accessing websites operated by Gate, including www.gate.com, associated application interface API located at https www.gate.com our Gate API, and any services made available through the websites, any associated mobile applications and APIs such as https gate.com, Zendex, collectively the services, any related software, forum, blog, social media page, and other relevant platform operated or maintained by Gate, collectively the sites. You must read this user agreement carefully and understand all the terms and conditions, especially the contents highlighted by capitalized terms, italic, bold, underline, or color. This agreement consists of the main body privacy policy that is available here, the privacy policy, as well as any rules, statements, instructions, conditions, limitations, disclaimers, and obligations published or may be published in the future on the sites. For the convenience of wording in this agreement, the sites Gate and or any of its affiliates, related body, corporate as referred to as Gate, we, our, us, or site. Please read this agreement carefully, as the terms of the agreement govern your use of services and access to the sites by registering for an account, accessing, downloading, using, or clicking on I agree to accept any Gate services. It is deemed that you have read, understood, in irrevocably accepted and be legally bound by all terms and conditions stipulated in this agreement alongside any other agreements, transactions and operation rules, announcements and other rules as amended from time to time. You may be required to accept, including but not limited to, the privacy policy and that you agree to be legally bound by any all the terms and conditions thereof. In addition, when using certain features of the services, you will be subject to specific additional terms and conditions applicable to those features such as the relevant product agreement. So, we reserve the right to amend or modify this agreement, affiliated terms of services, activities terms, trading policies, guidelines or announcements from time to time in our sole discretion without notice to you. Any amendments or modifications will be deemed effective immediately upon posting on the sites. Your continued use of the sites and or the services provided by the gate shall be deemed as acceptance of such amendments or modifications. If you do not agree with any such amendments or modification, you must discontinue using or accessing our services. Here is the disclaimer. We do not provide any material or information on our sites which shall constitute or to be construed as a recommendation, offer, invitation, endorsement, or solicitation to enter into any transaction or otherwise deal with digital assets or products. You have further understand that we are not your broker, agent, intermediary, and advisor concerning the nature, value, potential, or suitability of any particular digital assets, transactions, or investment strategy. We do not provide consulting, tax, legal, insurance, or investment advice of any kind, and therefore no information that are available on the sites should be construed as advice of any kind. You alone are solely responsible to determine whether any investment strategy, product, or services is appropriate and suitable for you according to your financial circumstances, personal investment objectives, and risk tolerance. We are not responsible for the decisions you make in any transaction based on the information on the sites, including any losses you incur arising from those decisions. So here is the risk disclosure. Digital assets are primarily used by speculators and are used relatively less or retail and commercial market. The second one is digital asset transactions are highly risky due to the fact that they are traded throughout the day without limits on the rise or fall in price, and market makers and global government policies may cause major fluctuations in the price. Digital assets are unlike traditional fiat currencies, goods, or commodities in the market and are subject to exceptional risk. Unlike other traditional fiat currencies, digital assets are decentralized and are not backed by a central bank, government, or other legal entities. Digital assets currently remain largely unregulated. As such, the value of digital assets may rise and fall depending upon the market confidence of investors, competing currencies, regulatory announcements or changes, technical problems, or any other factors. Due to the significant risk of trading digital assets as well as the impact of technology and the international market, we cannot warrant or guarantee that particular type of digital assets will be available on your sites and services. On our sites and services, we reserve the right to stop offering services in relation to a particular type of digital assets on our sites. We will use our reasonable endeavors to notify you if we cease to support trading to provide services in relation to a particular digital asset. If this is the case, You will not be able to convert that type of digital asset into any other digital assets. However, you will be given the option to transfer the digital asset to another wallet address. Please be aware that we are not and will not be responsible for any costs incurred by you if you decide to transfer the digital assets to another wallet address. We are not responsible to liable for any digital assets once they are transferred from our sites to another site's device, platform, wallet, or users. Nor are we responsible or liable for any digital assets not traded on our sites that have been sent into our sites. We are and will not be responsible for liable for any digital assets that have been sent to an incorrect or incompatible wallet addresses. Transactions in digital assets may be reversible, therefore, we strongly recommend that you do not send digital assets to any persons you do not personally know or completely trust. It is important for you to take precautions when transferring and storing your digital assets, whether in the account or through other sites, wallets, or devices. We take no responsibility for the misappropriation or theft of your digital assets. We strongly advise that you familiarize yourself with and implement a personal wallet service or other device for storing your digital assets and implement other security measures. Always take a greater degree of care and precaution to secure your passwords when operating in a digital environment. Digital assets trading is highly risky and therefore not suitable for most people. You acknowledge and understand that investing in digital assets may result in partial or total loss of your investments, and therefore you strongly recommend it to decide the amount of your investment based on your loss bearing capacity. You acknowledge and understand that digital assets may generate derivative risk. Therefore, if you have any doubt, you are strongly advised to seek assistance from a professional advisor and seek relevant professional advice. Furthermore, aside from the above mentioned risk, there may also be unpredictable risks. Therefore, you are advised to carefully consider and use rational judgment to assess your financial position and above mentioned risk before making any decisions on transacting in digital assets. Any and all losses arising therefrom will be borne by you yourself, and we shall not be held liable in any manner whatsoever and howsoever. You acknowledge, understand, and agree that our sites are only intended to serve as a venue for you to obtain information, find counterparties for trading, negotiation, and on the effect and transactions of digital assets. We do not participate in any of your transactions, and therefore you shall at your sole and absolute discretion carefully assess the authenticity, legality, and validity of relevant digital assets and/or information, and solely responsible solely bear the responsibilities and losses that may arise therefrom. All opinions, information, discussion, analysis, prices, advice, and other information on our sites are general market reviews and do not constitute any investment, financial, taxation, or any other form of professional advice. We do not bear any loss howsoever arising directly or indirectly from or in connection with the above mentioned information, including but not limited to any loss or profit. We reserve the rights to determine, amend, or modify any contents of the sites at any time at our sole discretion. We have used reasonable efforts to ensure the accuracy of the information on the sites. However, we do not and cannot guarantee the degree of accuracy of the information or bear any loss arising directly or indirectly from or in connection with the information. on the sites or from any delay or failure caused by failure to link up with the internet, transmit or receive any notice and information. Using internet based tradings also involves risk, including but not limited or to failures in software and hardware or internet links. Considering that we cannot control the reliability and availability of internet, we will not be responsible for any distortion, delay and link failure. You must not use the sites and any part of the services to engage in any illegal transaction activities or illegitimate activities, including but not limited to money laundering, terrorism funding, smuggling, and commercial bribery. In the event that any illegal transaction activities or illegitimate activities is suspected or noticed, we will adopt and apply all available measures at our sole discretion, including but not limited to freezing all relevant accounts and notifying relevant authorities. We will not assume any of the responsibilities arising therefrom and reserve the right to hold relevant persons accountable. You must not use oversights or services in any manner to engage in, undertake, conduct, or involve in any activities that have or potentially have adverse impact on the market integrity, our reputation, under or our other users' legitimate rights, which includes but not limited to market manipulation activities such as spoofing, layering, and wash trading, to or engaging in large-scale dumping, coordinated sell-offs, or other manipulate liquidation activities intended to artificially depress market prices, mislead other users, or disrupt normal market orders, or any illicit, improper, fake, unfair, or unethical transactions or trading activities, collectively referred to market manipulation activities. In particular, you and or of your affiliates must not open multiple accounts on our sites to engage in or otherwise participate in any of the above mentioned market manipulation activities. You acknowledge and understand that market manipulative activities may have an adverse effect on the market, such as causing prices of relevant digital assets to become artificially inflated or deflated. We take these activities very seriously and undertake to promote fairness and integrity of the market, and shall take the necessary steps to protect our sites and services from such abusive behaviors. In the event any of such manipulative activities are detected, noticed, or suspected on reasonable grounds by us, we may, in our sole and absolute discretion, take actions we deem proper, such as issuing warnings, cancelling your trading eligibility, restricting trading, cancelling or revert transactions, escrow earning derived from such market manipulative activities are detected, noticed, or ensure that noticed or suspected or on reasonable grounds by us, we may, in our sole and absolute discretion, take actions we deem properly, such as issuing warnings, cancelling your trading eligibility, restricting trading, cancelling or revert transactions, score earning derived from such market manipulative activities, suspending our services to you, freezing or setting off any losses or damages arising from your market manipulative activities against any assets held in your account and or your affiliates account, and any such accounts that we suspect or believe in reasonable grounds are related to you and or your affiliates, or suspending or permanently closing all relevant accounts. We may also take appropriate measures to mitigate adverse market impact, including temporarily suspending trading of the affected digital assets or restricting withdrawal of irrelevant proceeds where we reasonably believe such actions are necessary to maintain market integrity. We do not accept or assume any liability arising from these activities, and shall continue to take any action as we see reasonable and necessary against any market manipulation activities, and shall reserve all of her rights, including but not limited to the right to pursue all available legal and or equitable remedies to hold relevant persons, including you and your affiliates, accountable. We provide an online platform which allows users to trade different digital assets. We may make available to you other ancillary services to facilitate the exchange of digital assets depending on your country of residence. You may not be able to use all the services on the sites. It is your responsibility to comply with applicable laws in your country of residence and or country from which you can access the sites and services. By cheating an account, you agree to maintain the security. By creating an account, you agree to maintain security and confidentiality of your login credentials and restrict access to your account and your computer, tablet, or mobile device. You shall take full legal responsibility for all activities that occur under your account and accept all risk of unauthorized access. Here is the eligibility for the users who create accounts. So the eligibility is here. You can read it carefully. Here are our rights and obligations. Rights and obligations about the margin trading and lending and perpetual futures. About the market, about the token on the Gate.io app is here. You can read it carefully. Non-fungible tokens. Non-fungible tokens are here with the NFT or NFT lists. Risk disclosure statements. Here is what is the risk and how it can be prohibited. So the privacy policy is here. Privacy policy, service modification, suspension, and termination. So the next one is user rights. User rights and agreements. So the user obligations, limitations of liability and waivers, and limitations and expected and exemption of liability. Limitation and exemption of liability is here. Indemnity, governing law, dispute resolution, intellectual property, supplementary provisions. Here is the supplementary provisions: anti-money laundering and counter-terrorist financing, know your customer and anti-money laundering policies permeable, know your customer KYC and anti-money laundering policies permeable. So this is the agreement, users. You must read it carefully. Severability, language and miscellaneous definitions and interpretation. Here is the agreement ended and 21 rules are here. You can see it clearly, but you have to read it clearly in the agreement, in the user agreement, so that you will be able to find your rights on this app and on this token. So now we will move further and discuss about the more details. So the risk warning is here about the trust token. So the user must pay attention to the fact that virtual currency trading is affected by various factors such as the market and policies. The market is highly volatile and price fluctuations are difficult to predict. Please be sure to pay attention to market risks and trade cautiously. Here is the Gate team number 5 2025. Gateway to crypto is here. Trade over 3400 cryptocurrencies safely, quickly and easily on Gate. Take action now. Sign up and claim up to 10,000 USDT in welcome rewards. Invite friends and earn a 40% commission. Stay connected. Visit Gate's official website. Download the Gate app for the desktop. Follow us on Twitter to get more bonuses. Join our Telegram community to discuss trending topics Engage with our global community for the latest insights, transparency, and the security check our 100% proof or reserves. So here is the Gate to list institution trust sport trading and Launchpool CandyDrop number 107 X trust trade and invite friends to share. 13 million trust. So now we will move further and discuss about the market candle indications with the trust. So the market candle indications and the chart is here for the trust over USDT institution. So the trust is here, as you all can see. The red and green candle indications are here. The green candle indicates the market is going upward and the market is going bullish, while the red candle indicates the market is going downward and the market is going bearish. So if you want to see the value from green candle, you will see it from tails to head, and if you are seeing the value from red candle, you will see it from heads to tail. Now the market is going downward with the red candle indication and the candlestick number is 0.21847 USDT, while the opening value is 0.22107 USDT. The 24-hour high value of the trust is 0.22255 USDT, while the 24-hour low value is 0.21725 USDT and the close rate is 0.21927 USDT. The volume is negative 0.00130 USDT. Thank you everyone for your joinings. Now we will discuss information from where it comes, and the information about the trust is here. Built by a team of crypto industry veterans and decentralized identity pioneers, many of whom began working together at Consensus nearly a decade ago. Institution extend the promise of blockchain beyond money. While blockchains have successfully decentralized financial rails, Intuition decentralizes information and its distribution, making facts, claims, and reputational signals and their discovery as verifiable, permissionless, and frictionless as token transfer. Merging a purpose-built decentralized knowledge graph with crypto-economic incentives, Institution's native chain for information finance provides a public, credibly neutral substrate where anyone, human or machine, can publish, validate, monetize, and consume knowledge with economic guarantees of integrity, putting the power of information itself back into the hands of the people. So here is the trust market ranking. So the trust market ranking number is 703. The market cap is 39.43 million USDT, while the circulating supply is 179.64 million trust. The release date is 4 November 2025, while the all-time high is 0.90 USDT. The all-time low is 0.17 USDT. The maximum supply is 1 billion trust to the market, and the fully diluted market cap is 219.50 million USDT. The total supply is 1 billion trust to the market, and the market cap, which is fully diluted market cap, is 17.96%. The number of holding addresses are 7.52k trust, while the listed CEXs are 13, and the core algorithm is base. The core algorithm is base, while the market sentiment is positive. So the contract address for the trust is here. You can see it clearly. So the trading data of the trust, you can see the fund flow distribution chart. The total in and outflow values with the capital flow chart is here. The total inflow is 3.89 million USDT, while the total outflow is negative 3.96 million USDT. Here is the small values for the positive and negative effect, and the small values for the positive and negative percentile score. The small value percentile score is 50.40%, while the small for the positive effect is 49.59%. So the chart indications are here. We will discuss it. The chart indication is here with the red candle indication, as you all can see. Here we have some frequently asked questions about the trust, so we will discuss about it. What is Trust Token? Trust is a cryptocurrency token designed to power decentralized finance, DeFi, and blockchain ecosystems. It aims to enable secure, transparent, and efficient transactions across multiple blockchain platforms. What is the purpose of Trust Token? The token serves as a utility token for transaction fees, staking, and governance, a reward token for users participating in ecosystem activities, a medium of exchange for decentralized applications or DApps. Which network does Trust Token run on? Trust Token is usually built on the Ethereum network ERC20 or Binance Smart Chain BEP20. Depending on the project version, you can verify this through the token's official contract address. How can I buy Trust Tokens? You can purchase Trust Tokens on major crypto exchanges that list it, such as Gate.io, PancakeSwap, Uniswap. Make sure to confirm the official token contract before trading. How do I store Trust tokens safely? You can store Trust tokens in Trust Wallet, MetaMask, Ledger, or Trezor hardware wallets. Always ensure your private keys and recovery phases are secure. What are the main uses of Trust Token? Staking and earning rewards, participating in project governance votes, paying transaction fees, accessing premium features in DeFi platforms. Is Trust Token a good investment? The value of trust depends on project utility and adoption, market demand, tokenomics, and supply. Always research the project's white paper and official announcements before investing. How can I check the Trust Token price and chart? You can view it live prices on CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, and Gate.io market page. What is the total supply of Trust Token? This varies by project version. Always confirm through the token's official documentation or blockchain explorer, that is Etherscan or BFC scan. Is Trust Token related to Trust Wallet? Not necessarily. While the name sounds similar, the Trust Token and the Trust Wallet token TWT are different assets unless stated officially by the project. So these are the frequently asked questions about the Trust Tokens. Now we will move further and discuss about further questions about the Trust. So the chart indication is here. The red and green candle indications are here. As you all know, the green candle indicates the market is going upward and the market is going bullish, while the red candle indicates the market is going downward and the market is going bearish. So if you want to see the value from green candle, you will see it from tails to head, and if you are seeing the value from red candle, you will see it from heads to tail. Now the market is going downward, or the market of the trust is going downward with the red candle indication, and the candlestick number is 0.21929 USDT, while the opening value is 0.22107 USDT. The 24-hour high value is 0.22255 USDT and the 24-hour low value is 0.21725 USDT. The close rate is 0.21963 USDT. The volume is negative 0.00125 USDT. So guys, this is the Trust USDT institution token which is going to launch on Gate.io. So the Gate to list institution trust for trading and the launch CandyDrop number 107x trust trading and trade and invite friends to share 13 million trust. So here is the all I have discussed with you, and you can see it clearly, and must join the program for your bright future. So it's time to say goodbye to everyone. So Kindly share it, and goodbye dears. So goodbye, we'll meet soon. Goodbye dear.